Recently, there has been some talk about abundance liberalism. Supposedly, the left needs an upgrade, and abundance liberalism is that upgrade. According to some, we can beat the fascistic right if we argue for abundance liberalism. Abundance liberalism basically means cutting red tape and deregulating markets to make stuff cheaper. It is more supply-side neoliberal economics, a renamed version of an idea that has been floating around for decades. Anyone who thinks that this will defeat the fascistic right is an idiot. This is as uninspiring as it gets. This is the kind of tepid neoliberal tinkering that inspired the sense of hopelessness that put us in this mess to begin with. People gave up on liberalism because of dumb crap like this. People want a strong narrative and a bold vision of the future. They do not want tepid tinkering with the status quo. The last thing we need is more of this new left neoliberal trash. What do they think this is? The 1990s? The Liberals are still attempting to replicate Bill Clinton or Tony Blair, as though that approach has not been failing over and over again for literal decades. It is this idiotic approach that empowered the fascistic right to begin with, because this approach has totally failed to deliver a compelling narrative and agenda. As a direct result of this fixation on tepid, centrist incrementalism. It is embarrassing that anyone is suggesting this. Does some red tape need to be cut? Can limited deregulation be helpful? Of course, but making this the centre point of a policy agenda is just embarrassing. It will not motivate and excite people. They will gravitate towards the right and their bold, grandiose statements. People have heard it all before. They do not want more moderate liberal idiots. And we all know deregulation and cutting of red tape will just be abused to make the rich happy. That is what always happens. This policy inspires great skepticism. It could easily be manipulated to make the rich even richer. And it totally fails to address the fundamental issues of our society, the issues that give rise to the far right. The economic inequality, the sense of powerlessness and helplessness, the sense of hopelessness, the lack of community and purpose. It does not even begin to address these serious issues. At best, it gives people access to more stuff. But people are not becoming fascists because they can't buy enough stuff. It is far more complicated than that. We need a proper bold solution that addresses the fundamental causes of the issues that we face. At best, this kind of liberal garbage will kick the can down the road. It does absolutely nothing to address the underlying issues. It should be thrown on the scrap heap immediately.